Hello guys, and welcome to my channel, Cooking with Doris. This is my second part here with the Thanksgiving series. So now today I will be doing dressing. And I'm adjusting the camera. I'm not thinking that you guys can see what's going on, but I realized later that you can. And these are some of the ingredients that I use for my dressing, which is salt, pepper, complete, sage. I use the onion and garlic powder, and I have homemade stock. Normally I make a larger pot, but this is for my video for now. For when I'm doing it for dressing, for the holidays, it's much more broth, stock than that. And so right here I use a half a stick of butter to saute my greenery, I call it, which is my bell pepper, onion, celery. So once the butter get nice and melted, then I'm going to add my peppers and onions to that. And I kept having problems, I realized later it was me, not the camera, because I kept thinking that it wasn't close enough. But anyway, so we did that, and with much adjusting and moving around for no reason, we finally get it together. And right here you see a few crumbs, which my daughter said, "Oh, Mom, don't worry about it." But these are the crumbs from the cornbread. It is a cooking channel, so I said that before anyone bothers to tell me about it. Okay, and right here, I'm going to get my bread all nice and crumbled up. You have to get your hands in there and get it nice and crumbled, because you don't want big chunks of cornbread, in your dressing. So you want to get it nice and just get everything all crumbled together. And then you can begin to add your ingredients that you have for your dressing. And I do the same thing for Thanksgiving and Christmas with my dressing. Sometimes I do add green onions, but I did not have any. So we're going with the celery, bell pepper, and onion sauteed in butter, which is fine. And I also watch my salt, because I do season my stock. Some people, I guess, I don't know how other people do, but I season my stock, so it's nicely seasoned as well. So that's the reason before I do the salt last. If I end up needing some, it's very little bit. And this is the chicken thighs I use. Excuse me. You can use any part of the chicken you like for your stock. I notice some people use chicken backs and drumsticks, but it's your preference. And here I use a package of the chicken stovetop is what I use, and it's already have the little seasoning in it as well. And I do add boiled eggs to my dressing. So after getting everything, all the ingredients in there, and get it nicely mixed and taste it, it turned out so delicious. So I'm just gonna cut up my boiled eggs in there and begin to add the other ingredients. And to each his own. You can add whatever you like. Some people add pork sausage to theirs, which that sounds so good. Some people add cream of chicken soup to theirs. It's just whatever you like. But this is just showing you what I add to mine. And this, I've sauteed my greenery here, Trinity you call it, or whatever, but that's been added. And now I'm going to add my homemade stock, which is seasoned as well. And I just like to give it a nice little mix, get everything mixed together. And you want it smooth, you don't want it too dry, too wet, but just enough to mix it. And this is where my additional chicken broth I'm using here, to get everything all nicely and mixed together. And I add it to my little casserole pan once it gets nicely mixed, and I let it bake at 350 until it's nice and firm, maybe 45 to 50 minutes or less. You just with the dressing, you just have to basically check, because you want around the edges to be nice and brown, and you want it not, you test it from in the, in the center, making sure you get a nice solid. Pretty much, I test mine like I do my cornbread, making sure the edges are brown and it's solid, and that's what you want. Okay, so now we're getting it nice and smooth, and you want it to be like your cornbread mixture is. So I add the some more of the chicken broth because you want a nice consistency. It's just like I do it like I would do my cornbread. I don't want it too loose and too dry. So you want it to be a nice smooth consistency, and you just add it to your pan, and as I say, you're gonna bake it. Now here I do my taste test to make sure it's fine, because one thing we know that with salt you can't take it away, so you want to be able to add it if you need it. But with the chicken broth and the seasonings from the stock, and also the breadcrumbs that comes from the stovetop package, is seasoned as well. So you want to make sure you don't do too much salt in it. So here I'm going to add this pan to my dressing, and I realized I had too much, so I'll go off camera and add the two pans together. But this was quite a bit here that I didn't expect. I thought it would be one, so then I just go off camera and get another pan, and it turned out to be two nice casserole pans that I was able to share with my daughters. And so this is what we did here. Okay, and this is the finishing of our dressing, and it came out so nice and brown and not all messed up on the edges. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much.